Hello everyone, this is Professor Rathod from Shantiniketan College. So guys, today we are going to discuss very important concept from alcohol. So today we are going to discuss the common name and IUPAC name of alcohol. So before discussing this, first of all you see the rules of IUPAC name and common names. So guys, whenever you can give the IUPAC name of any organic compound, first of all you have to select the longest continuous chain. Okay, so whenever you do the naming of any organic compound, you start the numbering from functional group or branching, where branching should be start. Okay, then the branching or that functional group should contain the lowest number, that is the lowest numbering rule. Okay, so students, so one by one we will discuss with their rules. Same time I am going to explain the rules. So the common name and IUPAC name of alcohols are mainly divided into two parts. One is the common name and another one is the IUPAC name. Okay, generally common name are given from their source of origin. Okay, and IUPAC name they have some rules and regulations. Accordingly you can give the naming. IUPAC, you know, International Union Pure and Applied Chemistry. Okay, so first of all you see how we can give the common name to the alcohol. Okay, whenever you give the common name to any alcohol, you have to consider it is an alkyl group first. Okay, just see the example here, CH3OH. So this CH3OH is nothing but methyl alcohol. So when we can give the common name, we can consider it is an alkyl group. Only one carbon is there, we can say it is a methyl. And hydroxy means alcoholic functional group is attached, we can say it is a methyl alcohol. That means, so next to the alkyl group we can substitute the alcohol to the common name. Okay, when you can give the IUPAC name of this structure, so when you can give the numbering, only one carbon is there, so it is considered as a parent alkane. In parent alkane, if one carbon is there, we can say it is a methane. So from that methane you can remove the E and substitute the suffix OL. So that's just here, only one carbon, that means it is a methane. So from that methane I am here removing the E and substituting the OL. OL is the suffix of alcohol. Okay, so very easy method to give the IUPAC name. Just see the second example, CH3 CH2OH, CH3 CH2OH. Okay, so two carbon is there, it is a alkyl group. Which alkyl group? This one. Suppose two carbon is there, we can say it is a ethane. So from that ethane one hydrogen is removed, we can say it is a ethyl group. Okay, and from that ethyl group we can substitute the OH, we can say it is the ethyl alcohol. So in that ethyl alcohol we can do the IUPAC name. So here two carbons are there, only two carbons. You have to start the numbering from this functional group. OH is a hydroxy group, this is the functional group of alcohols. So you start the numbering from here, this is the first carbon, this is the second carbon. So two carbon, that means parent alkane you can consider it is a ethane. Okay, so from that ethane you can remove the E and attach the suffix OL. So we get here ethanol. Okay, so just see ethane, we can remove the E and substitute the OL. Okay, then we see the third example. Just see here, CH3 CH2 CH2OH. So how many carbon is present in this structure? 3 carbons. Okay, so if 3 carbon is there, in alkene we can say it is a propane. Okay, but from that propane one hydrogen is replaced by OH. That means the alkyl group is what? Propyl. What we can say it is a propyl. It is in straight chain, we can say it is an N-propyl alcohol. So next to the alkyl group we can attach the alcohol in common name. When you can give the IUPAC name of same structure, you can give the numbering from here. It is 1, 2, 3. Total how many carbons are there? 3 carbons. So you can start the numbering from this side only because it follows the lowest numbering rule, because hydroxy group is attached to the first carbon. 3 carbon means it is a propane. But according to the IUPAC rules, from that parent alkane we can remove the E and substituting the suffix OL. That means here we will get the propane 1 OL. Now clear everybody how we get the propane 1 OL? So we can give the numbering from here 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon is there. We can consider it is a parent alkane. That means it is a propane. From that propane you can remove the E and substituting the suffix OL. But this hydroxy group is present on first carbon. That's why we have written here 1 OL. That is a substituent is attached on a first carbon. Now clear everybody? See the next example. CH3, CHOH, CH3. Okay. So whenever you can give the naming of such compounds, when you give the common names, so when any substituent, okay, any substituent is attached on a second carbon, we can see it is a secondary group or iso group. Okay, when it is attached on second carbon. So here 1, 2, 3 carbon is there, and hydroxy group is attached on a second carbon. You can see it is a isopropyl alcohol. Propyl, you know how it get, because 3 carbon is there means it is a propane. So it is propane means alkyl group is propyl, and on second carbon hydroxy group is attached. That's why you can written here iso. Okay, it is isopropyl alcohol. And when you can give the IUPAC name, you can start numbering from here and here. Both sides you can give, because same numbering will get 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon is there, but hydroxy group is attached on second carbon. Just here 1, 2, 3. So this OH is attached on second carbon. 3 carbons with it is a propane. So from that propane you can remove the E and attach the suffix OL. But that OH is attached on second carbon. That's why I am written here propane 2OL. Now clear everybody? How will get the propane 2OL? Very easy method. See the next structure. CH3, CHOH, CH2, CH3. Now in this case, you can from where you can do the numbering. So very easy, you can do the numbering from this side, because hydroxy group is attached on second carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it follows the lowest numbering rule. You can't do the numbering from this side. Okay, you can do the numbering from this side only. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Total 4 carbon is there. Parent circle, you can say it is what? 4 carbon means it is a butane. Okay, but this hydroxy group is attached on second carbon. We can say it is a iso group. Same case here also. But 4 carbon, that's why you can written here isobutyl alcohol. It is a common name, isobutyl. But in case of the IUPAC name, total 4 carbon, you can see it is a butane. But from that butane, you can remove the E and attach the suffix OL, where we can attach on second carbon, because OH is attached on second carbon. You can write here butane 2OL. Now clear everybody? We will get the butane 2OL. So next example is there. CH3CH, CH3, CH2OH. Okay, so in this case one branching will come. So from where we start the numbering? So already I told you, whenever you can use the IUPAC name of any organic compound, you start the numbering from functional group only. If functional group is not there, then you can consider the branching. Okay, and from that branching you can do the naming. Okay, so in this case you can start the numbering from which side? From this side. 1, 2, 3. This is your longest continuous chain. Okay, this is your longest continuous chain. 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon is there. On second carbon methyl group is attached. Okay, we can say it's a 2-methyl propane 1 OL. It is a IUPAC name. But what about the common name? So total how many carbons are there? You just consider it is a 1, 2, 3, 4. But it is attached on second carbon. Then it is an iso group. Total 4 carbon is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you can give the common name, you can count all the carbon. But when this CH3 is attached on second carbon only, you can substitute the iso. Okay, when CH3 attached 2 times, you can say it is a neo. Okay, so here isobutyl alcohol is a common name, and IUPAC name is what? You can say 1, 2, 3. On second carbon methyl group is there. First of all, you can write the substituent. Okay, on second carbon CH3 group is there. That means it is a 2-methyl. Okay, then long chain is what? 1, 2, 3 propane. So we can write here propane and remove the E and substituting the OH. That means OL. We can get 2-methyl propane 1 OL. Okay. So next example. So this is a tertiary butyl alcohol. CH3C, CH3, CH3, and here OH. Okay. The common name is what? So when this OH group is attached on this central carbon, and this central carbon going to attach to another 3 carbon, it is a tertiary group. Already we studied in classification also. Okay, this is a tertiary butyl alcohol. Total 4 carbon is there. We can see it is a butyl group. But what about the IUPAC name? When you can do the numbering, from where you start the numbering? From this side or this side? Obviously, you start the numbering from functional group. So whenever you can select this chain, this is your longest continuous chain. You can select the chain like this. Okay, this is the first carbon, this is the second carbon, and this is the third carbon. Which total how many carbon? 3 carbons. Means parent circle you can consider is a propane, and in that propane second carbon CH3 means methyl group, and on second carbon also OH group means OL. So first of all you have to write the substituent. Here I am written 2-methyl because on second carbon CH3 is there 2-methyl. Then long chain is what? 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon means we can take here propane. But from that propane we can remove the E and attach the suffix OL. But that OH group attached on second carbon. That's why I am written 2OL. Now clear everybody? This example, how we can give the naming of this tertiary butyl alcohol. Whenever you can give the numbering, first of all you can see the functional group where it is going to be attached. Okay. So when more than 2 substituent is attached, that time also you can follow the same rule, but you can see the whether it is functional group is attached or not. Then we'll see the next example. So in this example already we completed how tertiary butyl alcohol we can give the naming of their IUPAC name. Okay student, in the next example, so how many carbons are there? 3 carbons, CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH. 3 carbons means it is a propane. But in this case, here we get the 3 hydroxy group. Here we will get how many hydroxy group? See, 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon is there and 3 OH group is there. The common name is what? Glycerol. We can say it is a glycerol. But when you can give the IUPAC name, you can consider the total carbon. How many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3 means propane. And all 3 carbons, hydroxy group is attached. OH, OH, OH. We can write here substituent 1, 2, 3. Tri-OL. Why can write tri? Because 3 times is there and OL is the suffix of this propane. Okay. So the next example, just see. CH2OH, CH2H. 2 carbon is there, we can see it is a ethylene glycol. It is what? Ethylene glycol. And when we can give the IUPAC name, we can give the numbering 1, 2. Total how many carbons are there? Only 2 carbons. 1, 2. And both carbon containing the hydroxy group. And here first carbon also OH group is attached and second carbon also OH group is attached. 2 carbon means it is parent alkane, we can see it is a ethane. Okay. But what is your rule? So from that parent alkane you can remove the E and attach the suffix OL. Okay. So 1, 2. So just see ethane 1, 2 di-OL. Now clear? Because on first carbon and second carbon hydroxy group is attached, you can say ethane 1, 2 di-OL. See the next example here. CH3, CH3C, CH3, CH2OH. So in this case, so how we can give the common name? Okay, so already I told you. So whenever you can give the common names, you just see the branching also. Okay, so here functional group is attached. Yes, and the numbering from given here 1, here 2, and here 3. But this third carbon, second carbon attached the 2 methyl groups. Here already I told you. Then we can see it is a neo group. Okay, neo. And total how many carbons are there? 5 carbons. Means we can see it is the neopentyl alcohols. Now clear everybody? How we get the neopentyl alcohols? And when you can give the IUPAC names, you can start the numbering from here. This is the first carbon. 1, 2, 3. Total how many carbons are there? 3 carbons. On that second carbon, 2 methyl group is attached. On second carbon, just here. This is your longest continuous chain because OH group is attached to first carbon. You can consider this is your longest continuous chain. 1, 2, 3. And on second carbon 2 methyl group is attached. We can see it is a 2,2 dimethyl. Because on second carbon 2 methyl group is there, we can see it is a 2,2 dimethyl. Okay, total carbon 3, we can see it is a propane and hydroxy group is attached. On first carbon we can say propane 1 OL. So in next example, this is the structure of cyclohexane. In that cyclohexane hydroxy group is attached. The common name as well as IUPAC name is same. So you can see it is a cyclohexanol. Okay, so you can see it is a cyclohexanol. Okay, now clear? You can give the numbering here also same way. Thank you so much for watching this video.